Hey guys, I just wanted to make some videos sharing some of my thoughts about the game, or maybe just like anything about League in general. Anything that comes to mind that I think about that I think might be interesting or helpful to you guys, I'll try to make a video for it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, today's topic will be thinking about League as kind of like a game of territory. So I think that in League, the more territory you control, the easier it is to operate within the game. Lose control of your territory and you're gonna have a lot fewer options and resources available to you. So this is gonna be a really abstract topic. First off, I'm gonna talk about how to gain territory. One of the best ways to gain territory is to take towers. So this will allow you to push further in the lanes and open up more area in the map for you to control. Just visually, what it looks like. Okay, so let's say you're blue team. If you take this tower, right, you're going to be able to push up further into the map. And this means you can control kind of this whole section of the map that you weren't able to control beforehand. All right, so that's easy enough. Next way to gain territory is vision. Establishing vision control in an area, which means not only placing wards, but also denying enemy vision. This incentivizes the enemy from entering since you would be operating with full information in that area. Let's say if blue team had the green ward here, and if I was red team, I'd be scared about entering here because there's a chance that somebody could be there waiting and to pick me off. I'm more incentivized to stay in places where I have better info in. I think the last kind of thing that comes to mind for gaining territory is just occupying space. I think champions themselves exert a lot of pressure just by where they're placed on the map. So for example, if I am, let's say, a split pusher and I am way up here, then there's like this like sort of bubble of area where I'm exerting control. Or let's say I'm a support and I'm sitting over here. If the red team wants to walk into me and I throw a scale shot at them, they're probably going to back off because they don't have too much info. This is kind of like my bubble of control here. Here are some benefits to having more territory in the game. One is within your own territory, you can rotate between safely. So you can have faster rotations in between lanes. So let's say you're blue and your territory is like this. Then you can, if you're a split pusher, well, you can go like through their jungle to rotate to mid. Whereas if you're a red team and they're occupying the topside territory and you want to rotate to top tower, you'd actually have to walk all the way around, which takes a longer time. Next up is controlling territory opens up jungle quadrants for you, which gives you extra golden experience for a team while also denying that from the enemy team. Let's say red has control of this jungle quadrant, or let's say they have control of say like this amount of territory, right? And they can take 3 quadrants worth of golden experience. And that's also gold experience that the enemy team won't be getting. Some other advantages include maybe plays that are opened up due to having first move. You'll have more angles to attack from. And also you'll just have more info about the enemy team's movements, which will give you, let you kind of see or think of in advance like what they might be planning. I think so far what we talked about is straightforward, pretty easy. So I think here are some more advanced concepts to think about. So when your team is behind, right? You still want to trade evenly in territory. So let's say red team is ahead and they push in mid and then they go and hover into your bot side and then they take control of your bot jungle and make that their territory, right? So right now red's territory would look something like this, something like that, right? If you're a blue team and you're behind, you still want to trade evenly in territory. So if you see them walking into bot side jungle as red, what you can do is you can go into top side jungle and trade the vision evenly, and that'll make your territory trade even, which will make it so that you still kind of trade resources kind of evenly. Supports typically only have 3 to 4 wards, so they won't be able to fully cover both sides of the map. So this kind of situation is kind of a split map situation. There's also points in the game where you want to contest enemy territory and you can't trade. So this is like when enemy has a high threat on Baron and you need to contest it because they have like a really good siege comp. If they get Baron, they lose, right? Then what you want to do is you want to place pinks in, let's say it's red team that has the advantage again and they're trying to get into your top side to control territory, right? As blue team, what you want to do is you want to have pinks to block them from controlling your territory. And then you want to kind of fend off them on your pinks, because if they control your full jungle, then they have control of that territory and it'll be really hard to retake. However, if you do want to retake enemy territory, I think one of the best ways to do it from behind is to kind of try to establish a numbers advantage or make picks between their rotations. And one of the good ways to create opportunities for picks is sneak wards. So let's say, obviously, if you want controlled territory, you want to have the wards placed and you want to deny enemy vision, right? But to prevent them from denying you vision, you could maybe place sneak wards. So let's say they control your bot side jungle and they place, let's say red side is controlling your bot side jungle and they place the standard wards, right? Red side places their wards here, here, and then they do like the normal sweeping pattern, which is like sweeping like this way and through here. Really common, a good way that some pro teams, or good places to place sneaky wards is like maybe if you're red team, you can place some like here where it might not get swept, or like here, and even like here. Just like places where they might not sweep, so then you can still have information. And that means that they won't have your territory fully controlled. If you're ahead, you want to make sure that you're contesting all territory and don't let them get anything for free without a fight. So in that example where I said red team went to bot side and then blue team traded top side, right? This can be avoided if red team, let's see, knows that blue team's going to top side. So let's say red team places the ward in lane or like somewhere here, right? And then they see, okay, blue team's trying to go to top side. So the moment you see them here, right? Red team can cross back from bottom to top and then fight them off the quadrant. So instead of the trade looking like this and this, it can look like this. And then blue team can be, like doesn't have too much space to work with. I think maybe that's all I'll cover for now. It's kind of a very broad topic, and I hope that this video will help you guys conquer more land in Summoner's Rift. All right, bye, thanks for listening.